Welcome back to Living Local. From classic cars to historic tours and summer concerts, there's something for everyone in downtown Moline this summer. And here to tell us all about it in this segment sponsored by Renew Moline is Kirk Marske, Program Manager for Moline Centre. Kirk, so great to have you back. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on today.
All right, so let's start with Sunday's big event. What exactly is the Great Race, and how did Moline land a spot as this overnight stop?
Well, the Great Race is an annual road rally. It doesn't always follow the same route, but this year it will start in St. Paul, Minnesota. It will end in South Carolina after 9 days of travel through 10 states.
Wow.
And it makes a stop, an overnight stop in Moline on this Sunday. So there'll be about 100 to 125 cars that will roll into town for this event.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah. Visit Quad Cities and the city of Moline partnered to have an overnight stop. They have had stops here in previous years for the Great Race. So, it's not completely unfamiliar to us, but we're happy to have it this Sunday.
Yeah, and you're hosting a Great Race watch party at Skinner Block Courtyard as well. So walk us through what folks can expect if they come down and maybe check that out.
Yeah, so Skinner Block Courtyard is on River Drive in Moline. It's next to the River House Bar and Grill by Dead Poets Espresso. So it's right on the route between where the cars come in off of the interstate bridge, and then they make their way over to John Deere Commons. And the cars will arrive around 4:30 or 5 in the afternoon on Sunday. So we thought that would be a great place to watch the cars come in. We have live music that will start at 3 o'clock from 3 on the Tree, which is a rockabilly and old-time rock and roll band. We have Bent River that will be there. Lago Marcinos will have some ice cream. And then the nearby restaurants will be open as well. So River House Bar and Grill, Dead Poets Espresso, and Bad Boys Pizza. So we're just offering an opportunity for people to come down and have something to eat and drink and hang out and watch the cars, listen to some great music, and be part of a big event. So
great hospitality for everyone, right? You're covering it all for sure. And you're also leading 2 different walks for River Action next week. So give us the details on that and the focus of the walking tour and what makes it maybe so unique too.
Yeah, so the walks next week are for River Action, and they host riverine walks each year. So for me, on my schedule, it'll be for Wednesday and Saturday, next Saturday, the 28th. But what we're doing this year for our walking tour is including opportunity to use an app on your phone. It's called the eAtlas app. So this will be available to the public after the riverine walks as well. But the city already has a walking tour, but we've re-platformed it into this app that people can use. So each one has between 15 and 20 stops, and within your app there's photos and videos. And so the building that you're looking at, you can see historic photos on your phone. There's places that are a parking lot now, so there is no building, but your phone will show that what it used to look like. But there's also kind of a game element to it too, where some of the stops you might have to take a photo and upload it, or answer a question, kind of a trivia thing. So it's not just a walking tour; it has a game element to it as well. So
kind of enhancing that experience, definitely, and folks are going to learn a little bit about the area. They probably had no idea about some certain landmarks or buildings, right?
A lot of history. And so the riverine walks and the first 2 tours that we're offering through the Atlas Adventure app, one will start in the Skinner Block Courtyard as well, and circle around those buildings and make its way down east towards the old post office on 19th Street. And then the second one will start at the LeClaire Apartments and make their way down to 15th Street in Moline, kind of loop back. So a lot of history in those places. Those were the original commercial district in Moline was on River Drive, which was 3rd Avenue at the time. And in the early 1900s, most of that moved over to 5th Avenue. So some of the history that you learn about on River Drive carries over to 5th Avenue because those businesses moved to a new location.
Yeah, so. I think it doesn't even matter how long you've lived here, because it seems like there's always something to learn.
Oh, yeah, it's fascinating to see, and I'm grateful to the people that did the work before me that put the tour together for the city, because it made it easy for me to re-platform that. But Rock Island Historical Society and other sources are great places for information too. So.
All right, so we know Moline Centre, it's always buzzing with a few other summer events. Are there any that you'd like to maybe highlight, maybe some concerts or courtyard gatherings?
Yeah, we do other concerts in the Skinner Block Courtyard. We do Chillin' in the Courtyard. We started that again in May, but the next one will be July 12th. Of course, Bass Street concerts are always a popular thing, so we do those on Thursday nights. Mercado on 5th, they have their Friday night events. The Poor Brothers, they have a Railside series on Saturdays, and then Monday nights down at the Moline Activity Center, they have concerts too, so outdoor concerts. So always a lot going on. People can go to our website. We have a calendar on there too with all the theater and comedy events as well.
Okay, all right. So give us that website again.
It's molinecentre.org.
Okay.
And we spell center the old-fashioned way, R-E
yes.
at the end of it. But people can find us on Facebook as well.
Okay.
And one other thing I want to mention about the Great Race event this Sunday, some local cars will be on display when the Great Race cars come into town. That'll be around 5 o'clock or so.
Okay.
I think that those cars are on display as well.
Okay.
That's all down at the John Deere Commons area. But
okay. All right, and some of those times have been a little bit adjusted because of the weather.
Yeah,
so.
we originally had the gate time at noon, which people can come down at noon if they'd like to, but we wanted to kind of emphasize that most of the events and activities are later in the afternoon, and so we moved our gate time back to 2 o'clock. Just a little secret, there really are no gates, but that's just what we call it.
Right.
But around 2:30 or so is when we'll get up and running. Like I said, the live music starts at 3. But because of the heat, we didn't want people coming down and being there too early if there wasn't activities that we were coordinating, although John Deere Pavilion will be open in that too. So, and the restaurants in that area will be open all day, all afternoon. So people could always come down and have lunch if they want to. I'm not suggesting people can't come
the
down.
umbrella and cover yourself from the sun and the heat.
That's
so,
right, yeah.
Still lots to do down there. And Kurt, I want to thank you so much for coming in to talk to us about this today. All right, again, this segment was sponsored by Renew Moline, and you can learn more when you visit molinecentre.org. We'll also have all those details posted on ourquadcities.com. More